Hi there. I am Dr. Paulina Van, and I'm here to talk to you about first love. Um, and you might wonder what I know about that. Well, I had a first love, and I know many of you have had first loves. And this is a childhood first love. And I'm the author of Regala Healing, a book of 100 healing poems. And I wrote a poem about my first love about 3 years ago when I found out that he had beginning Alzheimer's disease. And I wanted to read this poem for a long time, but I wanted to know how I could do it in a respectful way because I'm married and he's married. We haven't seen each other in decades or spoken to each other in decades. But I thought, today he was put to rest. I just attended the memorial service. And so I thought, this first love's not a unique thing to me. My husband has a first love, and I'm sure his wife had a first love. So I'm going to share it and my insights around having a first love and how it really is nurturing for the other loves that we have that come later in life. So my first love and I met when I was 13 and he was 12. And we both went away to separate parts of the United States, one on the East Coast, one on the West Coast. And so in the early years, we communicated by letter, writing letters and some phone calls. But anyway, I wanted to share this with you. And after I write each poem, and I'll give you the information about my book at the end, but after I write each poem, I write a reflection. And so I want to read the reflection first, okay? So it's January the 12th, 2020, and I awakened by dreams about my childhood love. And it was like a movie, scene after scene, until the last time I saw him. And yesterday, as I mentioned, well, that was yesterday, so it was January the 19th, I learned that his mental functioning was rapidly deteriorating. Alzheimer's disease was advancing. And so just recently, I reconnected with, I call it his family, our family, because our families were that much connected. And so I just write further that I thank God that we are recreating wonderful memories of our childhood and early adult lives. And as I do, or as I have experienced with my other poems, the first four lines just came to my consciousness with such vividness that I had to get out of bed and begin to let these words get out of my head and really out of my being. And so I end the note by saying, reflecting on my first love reminded me that all of the years of my childhood trauma, which is the basis of my book, this love, this first love and my faith made me survive and later thrive. And I will be forever grateful. So let me read. I'll read directly from my book. It says First Love. And some of you who are viewing may already have my book. So it's on page 198 and 199. It's entitled First Love. My first love so long ago, my first love, we could not let it show. My first love had a handsome smile. My first love, just thinking, made me warm inside. My first love had swagger. My first love made each day matter. My first love, Sundays were our days. My first love, after church and 9 innings of play. My first love built dreams for us while we rode the bus. My first love had soft, big lips. My first love would not even touch my hips. My first love, an athletic prowess. My first love, yet his heart made me proudest. My first love, faith we shared. My first love, worship and prayer, always near. My first love wanted me as his wife. My first love understood education was my life. My first love followed me to the West. My first love, yet I deferred his behest. My first love embraced a bride. My first love did not have me by his side. My first love created a beautiful family. My first love maintained our obscure alchemy. My first love now struggling with reality. My first love is as far away as the Red Sea. My first love will be forever family. And so that is my tribute to my first love, and blessings go out to his family, missing him so much. And I'd like you just to take these words and my words and see if it generates a warmth in you, if you can make the connection of how your first love helped you to thrive, even if it was, painful, because my first love married someone else because I chose my profession. So, but it's all good, right? So think about your first love and see how that person helped you to thrive and made a difference in your life. Until the next time, I wish you love and light. And if you're interested, I'd like to share a QR code with you so you can um, get my book if you're interested. So there it is. You can just scan it or go to regalahealing.com to be able to contact me, uh, give me comments about this poem, or you can drop it in the chat below this video. But thank you for staying with me and hearing about my first love. Until I see you.